You know what blows my mind? The U.S. Copyright Office has been thinking about AI in creative work since the 1960s, way before most of us even knew what artificial intelligence was.
That's fascinating. And what really caught my attention in their latest report is how some of those early questions are still relevant today.
Let me tell you why this matters so much right now. We're seeing this huge explosion of AI-generated content, but the fundamental question remains: where's the line between a tool that helps us create and one that creates independently?
Well, here's what makes this so complicated. Take that famous monkey selfie case. Remember that whole situation?
Oh yeah, when that monkey grabbed a photographer's camera and somehow took this amazing photo. The courts had to decide if a non-human could own the copyright.
That's exactly right. And even though the photo was incredible, they ruled that copyright law is specifically designed to protect human expression.
So here's where it gets really interesting. This same principle is now being applied to AI. Just because an AI system creates something impressive, that doesn't mean it gets legal rights to its creations.
But what about the humans behind the AI, like the people writing those detailed prompts and instructions?
Now that's where things get complicated. The Copyright Office actually says that prompts could potentially be copyrightable, but we're talking about much more than just create a picture of a cat in a hat.
So what exactly would make a prompt creative enough to deserve copyright protection?
Let me break this down. They're looking for unique, detailed creative direction that shows significant human input. But here's the catch. There's this thing called the black box problem that makes everything more complicated.
The black box problem. That sounds pretty ominous.
Well, it really is. Even the engineers who build these AI systems can't always predict or explain how their AI arrives at its final output. Sometimes it adds things that weren't requested or completely ignores specific instructions.
So what you're saying is that even if someone spends hours crafting the perfect prompt, they might not have real control over what the AI creates?
Exactly. And that's why courts around the world are struggling with this. Take China, for example. They had this fascinating case in 2023 where someone used over 150 different prompts to create one image.
Oh, interesting. What happened in that case?
Well, the Beijing court actually protected the image, but here's the key. They focused on the extensive human effort involved in crafting those prompts and editing the final result. It wasn't just about pushing a button and letting AI do all the work.
That makes me wonder about all the creators using AI tools right now. What should they be doing to protect their work?
Let me tell you the most crucial thing. Documentation. You need to record everything. Every prompt, every modification, every creative decision. Think of it like creating a paper trail of your creative process.
And I'm guessing those terms of service for AI platforms are pretty important too?
Absolutely crucial. Some platforms might claim ownership of whatever their AI creates, so you really need to read that fine print. But here's something even more mind-bending to consider. What happens when AI gets so sophisticated that we can't tell the difference between AI-generated and human-created work?
That's actually pretty terrifying when you think about it. How do we even begin to handle that kind of future?
Well, the Copyright Office's report actually addresses this indirectly. They suggest that we might need to completely rethink our approach to creative ownership in the AI age. It's not just about protecting rights anymore. It's about understanding what creativity really means.
So where do you see this all heading? What's the future look like for human creators?
You know what? I think we're going to see a hybrid approach. The most successful creators will be those who learn to use AI as a tool while maintaining their unique human creative vision. It's not about replacing human creativity, it's about enhancing it.
That's actually pretty optimistic when you put it that way.
And here's one final thought to consider. Maybe instead of asking whether AI can be creative, we should be asking how AI can help us unlock new forms of human creativity we haven't even imagined yet.
This has been a broadcast created by TheTechMargin with the help of Google's Notebook LM and 11 Labs. Visit TheTechMargin to learn more and subscribe. Go to www.thetechmargin.com.
Until next time, keep the creative juices flowing, my friends.